second beat I made on the album.
Things you can try, and I don't know which one's best, more like an experiment. What's it like if either you get rid of the first One Life section? Maybe a more drastic change is better, but I don't know until I hear it. And usually with each of these changes you make, then when something happens that you like, then you gotta listen to the whole thing again. Are there any other opportunities for change? Any other opportunities where more space will feel good? But I love, the beat is great. It's really good. It's really good.
So Travis Scott's Utopia is around the corner. It is set to release at the 28th of July. It is the most anticipated, the biggest, and the most demanding hip-hop album of this year, and one of the biggest albums that so many people have been anticipating for this year. And to add that, many fans, ragers, including myself, have been anticipating for this album to be officially announced. Now the wait is over. This is his fourth studio album, which is the successor to 2018 successful Astroworld album, which made Travis Scott a global superstar. But before we can get to which Utopia is now, we need to backtrack to where Utopia was first announced and when it began its production. The first teaser of the Utopia began in July 8, 2020, where Travis posted on Instagram titled Utopia, and he ended up wearing a white suit saying BB. Now, this was still confusing to me of what this was all about. But then later on, we end up giving a 2-year anniversary of Astroworld, saying a thank you letter to all fans that listened and bought the CDs for Astroworld, in which he said, "Happy Astroversary, a 2-year ride that's still one of my favorites. Album means so much to me, to everyone that bumps and rages to that soundtrack, I love you. Let's keep the ride going. See you in Utopia." Now this is where people got more excited for the new upcoming album, even for me too, as he continued to tease the album with a couple of tweets. But during the recording began in 2019, and Scott posted updates throughout the recording sessions on social media. The confirmed features on this album will be The Weeknd, James Blake, SZA, and quite a few more. But we're still waiting for more features to come around. We're expecting 21 Savage, possibly Drake, but he most likely won't be there. Utopia will come out with a new sound. It won't be the same as with Astroworld, how it sounded like, where it was all bubbly, it was a theme park. Now, with Travis Scott, with his own words, he says that he wanted to come with sound like it's supposed to be psychedelic rock. It's a new way. This could possibly be the Travis Scott's version of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy from Kanye West. By 2021, Scott was still doing a little teasing of Utopia, which included 2 songs, Mafia and Escape Plan. Plus, with the psychedelic rock theme, it's not only going to change Travis Scott's sounds, but it will change hip-hop sound for the new generation. And at this time, everybody loved Travis Scott. He was on top of the world with so many of his collaborations. McDonald's, Nike, PlayStation 5, Fortnite, his cacti drink. It was everywhere. Travis was everywhere. Everybody loved him. Until
the AstroWorld Concert Tragedy that took place in late 2021. 8 people died that night due to massive crowding. And then it was 2 more people that died a few days after the event. And after the huge amounts of backlash that Travis Scott received from the public, he had to get away from the spotlight for a minute. And he finally did make a public response to the whole AstroWorld Tragedy with the interview that he did with Charlemagne the God. And a few months into 2022, that he was a featured artist on the song Hold That Heat by Southside and Future. And pretty much for the most part of 2022, he was low-key quiet, and for good reason as well. And while everybody else was still focusing on the AstroWorld Tragedy, Travis Scott was low-key dropping hints about Utopia. There was a billboard advertisement saying Utopia, and then a brown briefcase written Utopia, carried by one of Travis Scott's bodyguards. LaFlame then made it Instagram official when he changed his bio from Astroworld to Utopia. Clearly 2022 was not the best year for LaFlame, but then came the following year and then things started to accelerate. And then there was a tweet in May 15, 2023 where Travis Scott is at a stadium of the Houston baseball team, where he clearly states that he played Utopia for the boys in a locker room. And then came the big announcement that Utopia album pretty much was done.
It's on the way now, Mark.
If you go to the Travis Scott website, you clearly see that there's Utopia promotion everywhere. Then came the big announcement of the Travis Scott concert that will be taking place at the Giza Pyramids in Egypt. And in less than 24 hours, the concert tickets were sold out.
Will this album live up to its expectations? Or will it exceed it? Or will it be underwhelming? Comment down below what you think. If you managed to make it into this video, we thank you very much. We really appreciate it because this took us quite a while to make. So if you've done it, just press the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of these. And this is the boys. We out. Peace.